All right, gentlemen. So today we are reviewing the Art of Seduction, chapter 8, I believe. I think it's chapter 8, and it's called Creating a Temptation. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about in this hour. Um, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good chapter. I highly recommend you guys check it out. Um, it's a really good chapter. I gotta reiterate that. Because let's wait till everyone walks in right now. Let the congregation enter. Enter the congregation, people. The Lord is here to accept you for who you are. I am not the Lord, okay? But He's here, okay? Hit the like button, smash that like button, so that YouTube could send this video out to more people. But this is gonna be like a 20, 30-minute session, 30-minute kind of thing. Because I gotta go eat after this. But yeah, smash the like button. Um, Before we begin, we're actually selling our t-shirts right here. This is we could call it a toxic brand, right? Right here, this is my art. It's handmade by me. We have t-shirts, fucking sweaters. I may even get bikinis, to be honest with you. So yeah, check it out. It's in the description of my videos where it says get the merch. And if you wear it and post it on Instagram, I'm gonna upload it. Okay, I'm uploading it on mine and give you a tag, and hopefully some people can follow you. Hopefully, people in the toxic gang can follow you, ladies and gentlemen. It's for men and women. Okay. The next one, the next shirt that I'm gonna have is gonna be a big booty bitch. You know what I'm saying? This Indian girl that I saw on Tinder once, and I screenshotted it. Creepy. Who cares, right? And I was like, I need to screenshot this ass and paint it, and I painted it. So that's the next thing that I'm gonna do. This beautiful Indian girl with a fat ass, like it's just crazy, man. So that's gonna be the next T-shirt that I'm gonna be uploading. And yeah, all right. So everyone's here. Let's begin this, okay? Okay. So creative temptation. We've gone over many techniques of seduction. We've gone over choosing the right victim, creating a false sense of security, sending mixed signals, appearing to be an object of desire, creating a need, and master the insinuation. We learn how to enter their spirit. And the next thing is creating a temptation. Now, for those who don't know where to purchase this, this is going to be part of a whole series that I'm having on my Mindful Attraction Academy, where we're breaking down Robert Greene's books. We're breaking down The Art of Seduction, Power. We're going to finish those first and then move on to the laws of human nature. We have some of the laws of human nature already, but we're going to in the next few years, in the next 2 or 3 years, we want to finish all of his books. Okay. And if you become part of the Mindful Attraction Academy, you get all of the previous videos in video and in audio format. So it's pretty good. Okay. So go join. A lot of you guys have joined. We have a lot of toxic gang members in there. So I appreciate your support. Okay. So the first one, let's talk about this. It says, create a temptation. Lead the target deep into your seduction by creating the proper temptation, a glimpse of the pleasures to come. As a serpent tempted Eve with the promise of forbidden knowledge, you must awaken a desire in your target that they cannot control. Find that weakness of theirs, that fantasy that has yet to be realized, and hint that you can lead them towards it. This sounds like a lot. Honestly, outside of seduction, this is what a lot of charlatans do. A lot of people who scam people do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of scammers. They find out what you need, like especially now during the Corona days. There's a lot of people who are selling you guys get rich quick schemes, right? And because of that, there's a need to get rich fast. So they feed that to you. They tell you, hey, I can make you rich quick. Why? Because they know your weakness. Okay. So it says, so you get tempted. You get tempted, to be honest with you. It's kind of like the drug dealer who is making one last drug deal. And after this last drug deal, I'm gonna get out the game, right? And the undercover agent says, hey, Joselito, we got 50 kilos and you can make $900,000 from this one last deal. Come on, get it. Nah, bro, I can't do that. 1.5 million. Come on, man. Come on, let's do it. You're like, fuck, you're getting tempted. And they raise it up 2 million, which you should get suspicious, but you go for it and then you get caught, right? So temptation is all about finding out your weaknesses and then giving you giving you a solution, a quick solution, which is the key, is a quick solution. All right. So the key is to keep it vague. Okay. Stimulate a curiosity stronger than the doubt and anxiety. Hey, Juancito, I got the drugs for you, bro. $1 million. Oh, shit. I hope I don't get caught, but fuck, that's a lot of money. God damn it. Man, I may get caught, but you know what? That's a lot of money. Fuck that shit. Fuck my doubts. Fuck my insecurities. Fuck my rational judgment. Let me go after the money. Let me be irrational. That's the key. The key to a temptation is to get people to not think straight, to get people to think with their vanity. You know what I'm saying? To get a guy to think with his dick. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna and we're gonna be going over it. We're gonna be teaching you guys strategies on how to apply this in relationships, how to apply this in life, how to apply this in business, and it's something that you don't have to use it for seduction. You don't have to use it to get a guy to like you. You really don't. It transcends that. This is actually what a lot of scammers use. A lot of scammers do this. Okay. And it's just that a lot of you guys everybody is susceptible to this kind of manipulation. Okay. So what you have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, is that every single one of us at every moment in time, we're being tempted at every second. We're all being tempted. We're being tempted to leave our jobs because we hate our jobs. We're being tempted to kick our kids out the house, but that's illegal. We're being tempted to pursue that new relationship with your personal trainer. Okay, because your boyfriend, your current husband, he's not as exciting as your personal trainer, right? We're being tempted to cheat with Melissa, big booty Melissa from the fucking gym. You know, we're being tempted to uproot ourselves, escape reality, like I did, and go to Mexico. Okay, but the thing is, most of us resist, right? Most of us find a way to resist. It is difficult to be, and as a result, it's very difficult to be good and virtuous because we're always being tempted to release our anger, to speak how we feel, to express our dark side, but we're afraid to be judged. So we suppress those desires, you know? So understanding this concept that all of us are being repressed by the daily anxiety and grind, all of us are wearing a mask that could easily slip under pressure. Understanding this concept makes seduction even easier. What people want is not to be tempted, but to surrender to temptation, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Can I hear a witness? I said, you guys say amen. Can I hear a witness? Where's the witness at? I said, can I get a witness? Oh my God. All you guys out there who can't say yes, amen, are going to hell. All you guys are going to hell. That's all I got to say for you guys. Every single one of you guys are going to hell. All right, let's keep going. So, see, now the music is going to start. Now the music is going to start. Piece of shit music. God damn it, man. I need a new computer. So your task as a seducer is to give them that temptation. Give them something to want. You know what I'm saying? Because when you tempt people, that one thing all of a sudden becomes even more desirable. If I'm on a diet and I cannot eat tacos, all of a sudden tacos become tastier. If anybody has been on a diet and you see people drinking Coca-Cola, people eating pasta, compared to when you eat pasta, when you're able to eat it anytime you want, when you cannot have that pasta looks absolutely invigorating. That tortilla looks incredible. Arriba, right? Why? Because now it's a temptation. There's a barrier between you and that. And boy, does it feel great when you give into that temptation, as opposed to eating tortillas because you just want to, as opposed to eating tortillas because you're breaking your diet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tortilla tastes even better. Okay? So a temptation that is, you want to create a temptation that is focused on their weakness. Find that childhood insecurity. It could be either greed. It could be that maybe he was a single kid and he always got the attention and he always wants attention. It could be boredom. It could be anything. For me, it's boredom. When I was a kid, I was very bored. Anything that's a forbidden fruit is seductive, and you can put it as a temptation. You can see this in their lifestyle, in their styles. Maybe an off comment here and there, right? Maybe they look like angels and princesses, but they like Billie Eilish. I don't fucking know. Maybe they look like angels who live in the suburbs and they like rapping to Eminem, which says a lot about who they are, which says that they want to express a dark side. So those people may want to be tempted by dating a drug dealer, by dating their personal trainer. The point is that you got to find out through the little things that people show in their lives, which is a slip of their unconscious. They pretty much tell you what their weaknesses are. So these are unconscious ways that they signal to you what they really have inside. You can look at their past relationships and see maybe they dated a lot of hood motherfuckers. Maybe they dated losers. Maybe they dated a lot of rich men. That tells you a little bit of the person. Like, for example, Casanova, there was this one girl who Casanova banged and he left her, right? Okay. She wasn't happy with that. So when he came back, that same girl, all of a sudden he saw her at the park with a baby and a woman who appeared to be her servant. That was like 3 years later. And he was like, who is she? Did she get married? How the fuck did she get so rich? She was poor. Who is she fucking, right? So Casanova went up to the lady who was taking care of her and asked her, yo, who's her husband? And she said, oh, her husband is this guy from rich motherfucker or whatever, right? And I was gonna say Tyrone. And then Casanova all of a sudden began to pursue her. He began writing letters and she began resisting, right? Long story short, it was all an act. Everything that, because he gave her money when he left as a thank you. The clothes that she had, which showed that maybe she got married, she used the money he gave her to rent it. The woman who was with her was her aunt. The baby that she had was somebody else's baby. Heck, even the lady, when Casanova asked where she lived, she gave him the wrong direction. That's why when they finally met, she said, meet me at a random place. Why? Because she didn't live there. And so she seduced him and she said, I want a revenge. And I knew the only way for me to get you was to be unattainable to you, because you always want the unattainable. He always went for poor girls, for women who are married, who are taken. So she created a temptation and he fell for it. Right? So look at their past relationships. And it's very important to ask these questions, to be honest with you. Like with anybody, ask what about their past relationships. Ask about their boyfriends. What did they do that they hated, but they tolerated? What did they do that they hated, but they actually left because of it? What they didn't tolerate? Well, what are the types of guys she dated? Did she date women? Did she date men? Right? All of those things you could use to craft a very specific temptation tailored to their character. Okay? By telling them the temptation to them, you give them hope, which these hopes will cloud their anxieties and pain in daily life. So if you know that a woman wants a relationship because all of her friends are getting married, that's one thing actually. If you ask her, what are your friends doing? Maybe her friends are getting married. Maybe her friends are having children. And then you could present yourself as a suitable person who's going to give her that ring. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give her that ring. Yeah, sure, let's get married, baby, tomorrow. Oh, man, I love doing that, right? Baby, me and you could get married. We can make that bitch look bad. Baby, me and you can have a kid together. We'll be the perfect couple. She's like, oh, wow, for real? Yes, baby. I will never lie to you. I will never, ever lie to you. But why is there evil music in the background when you're talking? My bad. I think that's like the Puerto Ricans in their loud cars. I think so. I think that's a Puerto Rican. It shouldn't be like that. But seriously, I will never, ever hurt you. All of a sudden, there's heavy music. All right, so yeah, this music be taking a long time to fucking pop up, man. I'm telling you, man. So yeah, like look at their past relationships, look at their past jobs. Maybe they hate the fucking job, right? Maybe they hate their job, right? And all of those things you could use to craft a temptation. So you can, again, this is evil. I'm telling you, man. But it's kind of like, baby, when we get married, you're not gonna have to work a day. You know, you're not gonna have to work a day, baby. Everything will be perfect. She's like, oh wow, I don't have to work a day. That sounds like a good place to me, right? Or you could be like, baby, I'll suck your dick with my best friend. No, don't do that shit because he's gonna expect that. He's gonna be waiting for that, so don't do that. All right. By telling the temptation to them, you give them the hope, which this hopes will cloud their anxieties and pain and pain in daily life. Right? You can recognize their weakness because you got to find out their weakness by their childlike behavior that they reveal in daily life. So maybe they dress in a very childish way, right? Which means she wants somebody to be the father figure in her life. If you meet a girl that dresses like a child and acts like a child, it means that they may want a father figure in their life. If you meet a guy who looks rough on the outside, but when you get to know them, they're like a kid. Or a better example, it could be like if you meet a guy who's sexually charged, high testosterone, obviously their main weakness is the flesh. You get what I'm trying to say? If you meet a guy who's highly organized, who is highly focused, who's highly focused, he may want a woman who's wild because that he's suppressing his wild side. So he'll find a woman who's wild to live vicariously through her. So you present yourself as that. Or maybe you meet a woman who's very organized, who has her business and everything ready. She may want a wild man, a man who will make her feel like a feminine woman, a man who will make her regress herself to her youth. And what you'll notice is that she'll act like a kid when you tap into that, you know. And sometimes it's all about you acting like the thing that she wants to be, and vice versa. Sometimes just your action. Lord, I thank you for infinite goddess, for she donated $5 to your child. Lord, I ask thee to bless her family and friends in your name. In your name. Anytime anybody donates, thee will receive thy Lord's son's blessings. I will bless thee. Okay. And our oath, don't forget, Lord, destroy her enemies. And I will ask the Lord to destroy thy enemies. Okay. Only if you donate to the toxic ministry. The toxic ministry. Don't even, it's so silly, man. So yeah, right. Look at the past for whatever they fear or flee from is the key, right? It could be wanting a father figure in their lives. It could be a latent homosexual desire, right? Right? It could be a girl who's curious about other women, and you introduce her another woman. It could be a guy that acts super masculine, metrosexual, when in reality he might want some dick on the inside. You know what I'm saying? You got to find those things out, right? And you got to make sure that you present yourself as somebody who's not judgmental and that will accept them for who they are, so that they can tell you what the temptation is. Maybe it's not someone that they're supposed to have, right? Maybe there's somebody who's rich, like Jack from Titanic, right? And Rose was a rich, sheltered girl, right? And she was bored with her life. So bored that she was willing to kill herself. So Jack came into her life, Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was like, "Come escape with me." And it was a temptation because she wanted freedom. She saw his life and she was envious of his life, even though he was poor. Why? Because she was bored. Remember, boredom is one of them. If they, and this is actually kind of funny, if they were born rich, most likely they want some adventure. Most likely they want to get a little ghetto. Most likely they want to be a little gutter motherfucker, right? They want to get a little hood, right? And that's why you see a lot of these rich girls. Malcolm X was actually arrested. People ask me what movie is that. Don't answer his question. People don't be asking. People are asking what movie was that about Jack. Right? The women who got Malcolm X sent to jail were pretty happy white girls who was accompanying black guys in the 60s robbing people at gunpoint. See, so clearly they were fulfilling a fantasy, right? So you got to find out where they're sheltered, and you can look at the type of music that they listen to. You know, people are asking me, "Are you really engaged?" People are asking me, no, what kind of music do they listen to? Because it says a lot. If a motherfucker listens to classical music and he's from the hood, clearly he wants to be a little elevated. Clearly he wants to. The temptation is rising up in social class. But if you have Melissa from the fucking suburbs listening to fucking Mobb Deep, you know, or fucking listening to fucking the Fugees or listening to Black Power music, clearly or listening to Tupac, clearly she wants to fucking express her hoodness, right? She wants to feel a little badass. You know, she wants to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like the baddie girl who be like, meet me outside. How about that, right? Like she's expressing that she feels weak inside and she wants to be strong, right? So she'll most likely date a guy who's very, very like a criminal. He'll most likely date a criminal. You know what I'm saying? So and this is why a lot of women cheat with Tyrone, the personal trainer, because they're bored with her vanilla husband. And now here comes this fucking Godzilla of a man, big and black, looking like Derek Jackson, big dangling as he walks, right? Telling you to lift that weight, good job, you're doing great, blah, 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 blah. Of course you get home and you see Mike the husband. Of course you're gonna say, yo, I'm a little bored. You know what I'm saying? So by default, Tyrone becomes the ultimate temptation. You be thinking about Tyrone as you go to sleep. You'll be looking at, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you'll be taking extra classes, staying a little longer with him, right? Because you can't have him. So that barrier between you and Tyrone makes it even more attractive. People are saying, I walk in and here you are talking about Tyrone. Look, man, Tyrone's the man, all right? So maybe it's not someone that they're supposed to have, or a dark side to their personality that they haven't expressed. Make sure that it's something that comes from them. It's like murderers. When somebody's a serial killer and they go to jail, they be getting some puss. They be having women hitting them up. You know what I'm saying? They be having women sliding in those letters. You know, oh my God, I'm in love with you. I would love to marry you. Why? Because those women have a dark side that they don't want to express, but they want to live vicariously through them. It could be a man you tempt with a certain body part, right? So if you know the guy likes big boobs, you wear a shirt, a toxic, what do you call it? A toxic clothing line shirt that shows a little bit of cleavage. Maybe you have a big butt and you wear some jeans, not jeans, fuck jeans. Wear something soft that makes the booty jiggle, right? Anything, right? It could be fucking, I don't fucking know. Maybe he likes legs and feet. I don't fucking know, right? But you show a little bit of it, a little bit of that hint, right? It could be that he likes kissing you, okay? And this actually works. It could be that he likes kissing you and you guys barely don't know each other. And when you guys when you meet him at his place, you sit across from him. Maybe you sit right here where there's a table and he sits where the sofa is. Maybe he was hoping you sit in the sofa and you just literally your ass and sat on the chair. And he says, hey, baby, want to come over? Nah, I'm good here. I got to finish some work. And he's just looking at you like, fuck, can you just fucking get close here? Do fucking work here. You're like, no, I'm doing some work. But he doesn't want to look too needy. So he'll resist deep inside. He's dying inside. By the way, people, don't forget, for everyone who's watching, purchase the merch. We have the Mindful Attraction Academy, the Mindful Attraction Toxic Clothing line. I gotta remember this. We have t-shirts, we have sweaters, we have fucking long t-shirts, short t-shirts for men and women. All of my art is transformed into a t-shirt, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, okay? So by simply sitting across from him, where you don't give him close access to you and looking sexy, look, I'm telling you, that's happened to me. I'm like, bitch, get your ass over here right now. Goddamn, right? Like you just like, but you don't want to look needy. You know, you don't want to come over and just start kissing because you look fucking needy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that shit. But that kind of tension creates that kind of temptation. You get what I'm trying to say? And if you want to, you could be an asshole and just leave early. He'll think that he did something wrong. He'll think that maybe you're losing interest. And that works for guys too. Guys, you do that shit too. You know what I'm saying? You literally one day come over and don't let him touch. If you're a guy, just jack off before you go. Jack off 3 or 4 times so that you have an empty barrel, and that's where your strength lies. And that's how you do it. I'm telling you, this actually works. I'm saying it works because it happened to me. Maybe this fucking girl didn't know what the fuck she was doing, but it worked, right? I kicked her out. I was like, look, man, I don't know where you don't want to touch, you don't want to kiss, you just want your distance. You're acting like you're acting like you pissed off at me. Then just go. Honestly, like just go. If you're gonna give me that energy, just go. That's how you counter it. You kick him out. You counter that shit by kicking him the fuck out. We have a donation. Yours to power. Sick and tired of my boyfriend in 4 years. Does nothing after using your technique about pulling back and walking away. Now he's clingy as heck. Exactly. Lord, I ask you to help her boyfriend. Help him find a new woman, Lord. A woman. I'm kidding. No, don't do that. But yeah, of course, that's a problem with my videos. Thank you for those 6 or 7, whatever the hell that is, donation. I appreciate it. Right. So the big key to creating a temptation is to make the past look bad. Okay. Make the past look boring. Make the past look dull. Make the present look dull and boring compared to what you could offer them in the future, right? Like charlatans do. They tell you about how grim your past is and how they could present to you a new future. You know how when you watch drug commercials, they usually show, are you sad? Do you breathe? Do you fucking blink? Do you walk and have a heartbeat? Then you might have depression, right? Like they'll do that type of shit. Or better yet, they'll be like, but they'll show it in like with mean music. And like and it's black and white. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, but we have a solution. All of a sudden you're fucking jumping and happy, and all of a sudden it's more colorful, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking dog and birds chirping around you, dancing like it's fucking Disney, you know? Right? Because they're making the past look bad, the present look bad, and the future, the only way for you to have this great future, which is lighter and brighter with fucking birds chirping around you, singing to you, is to take this drug, right? And that's how they do it, right? So what you can do is just talk about their past. Talk about how bad their life is. Find a way to talk about their negative past and get a little negative. Just get them to talk about how their dad did this to them, how their mom did that to them, and get them in that state of sadness. It was just kind of fucked up, but that's pretty much what people do. That's what politicians do. You're black people, you're oppressed because of the white person. Don't you notice that? You know why you're not successful? It's not because you're not personally responsible. It's not because you're not working hard enough. No, it's because of the white man. The white man did that to you. Yeah, the white person. And so you better, it's racism. And I have the solution. Okay? I can help this world not be racist because I have the solution. So follow me, and people follow. Like all you gotta do is just make the past look bad and present yourself as a savior, which is fucking bullshit, first of all, okay? Like, nope, like honestly, if you're gonna say oppressed, I can say, like I want to see somebody be racist against a black person in public and watch everybody defend that black person. I'm just letting you guys know, okay? Like if I dare somebody call a black person a nigger in public and watch how fucking Becky, fucking Tommy from the fucking office, Tyrone also will stand up Fucking everybody will stand up and defend the black person, okay? But what they do is that they exaggerate the bad thing that's happening to you right now so that you can feel discontent for your reality. And then what they do then is that they present themselves as a solution to gain power. It's pretty much how the trick works. That's pretty much the whole trick. And what's so fucking stupid and at the same time kind of invigorating is that people buy it. They believe it. So this works no matter how dumb or smart people are. This works. Okay? This pretty much works. Make them feel that the present has little hope and that the future is full of excitement and pleasures. Right? It's almost like when you have a wife that she already had 2 kids, you know, she let herself go, and then here comes Pamela, the fucking model, looking sexy, big old titties, double D's, big ass, skinny ass waist, a little tan, not too white, not too dark, right in the fucking middle, just like I like them. And then it's kind of like my wife, nice, Pamela. Oh God. Like so it's kind of like all of a sudden by simple contrast, my wife looks way unattractive compared to her, right? So it'll be really hard. Well, some things. Goddamn, stop making silly jokes. And let's keep going, right? And this happens for women too. You know what I'm saying? This happens for women. And that's why if you see a woman dating a fucking go-lucky white guy who fucking whistles when he walks, sometimes the best thing to do, she might be fucking tired of how happy this nigga is. Sometimes the best thing to do is just present yourself as the complete opposite of her husband, a complete asshole, right? And by simple that, she's gonna see the other side that she's been missing, the excitement, the toxicity. You know what I'm saying? And all of those things will go help in your favor when it comes to seducing a woman. Don't forget, people, donate to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be a freeloader. Oh. Okay. There you go. It says it can't record it. We're almost done. The purpose of a temptation is to make them struggle a little bit. You want them to resist and feel anxious, right? That's pretty much the whole point of a temptation. Is to make them anxious at the thought of losing you. Is to make them want to see you. Is to make them like break their own rules for your own sake. Right? Sometimes it's better for you to say we shouldn't see each other. Sometimes it's better for you to be the one that resists. Maybe you can make up some bullshit excuse why you got to resist. Say that say, for example, it's kind of like, that's why it's always good to tell people you don't want a relationship. Right? It's always good to tell people you don't want a relationship. Why is that? Because one, all of a sudden you become unattainable to them, right? Oh shit, it's 12:30. We almost got to finish. All right. Okay, we're gonna be a little late to this call. Yeah. Like Casanova. Okay, we talked about that. So the point of a temptation is just to make them struggle. It's to make them become obsessed with you. You get what I'm trying to say? Because by you tempting them, and this is actually why it makes sense to make a guy wait for sex. I get it. It does make sense, right? Because he's gonna be thinking about that ass until he's gonna be thinking about clapping those cheeks, right? But the thing is that it doesn't mean he's emotionally attached. It just means that he's gonna be thinking of you and stuff like that, right? Maybe you're difficult in the beginning, right? Maybe another temptation is that you're a difficult person in the beginning, right? You're somebody who is known to be a bitch. And so a guy will want to bring up the good side. He wants to brag to his friends that, oh yeah, to you she's a bitch, but to me she's submissive, right? So when he gets to know you, he knows there's a good side in you, but you show him the bad side. You're a little cold with him. You're a little standoffish. You take a little longer to respond. You say yes, but you make him feel anxious as to what are you going to do. Or you could act like you're taken. You can act like you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And those things, to some people, they find that really attractive, which is kind of toxic, right? But the point is that it'll be a challenge for them to win you over. But understand this, a temptation is all about timing. They have to be in a weak point in their lives, unfortunately, right? You can't really tempt somebody who's satisfied, right? There has to be something in them that they need and want. And if they don't have that, the temptation is not going to work. That's why number one thing when it comes to creating a temptation is timing. You gotta have the proper timing to tempt somebody. Because if you're doing it in the wrong time, you're gonna feel like it doesn't work. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why you gotta find out what's going on right now in their lives. What are they missing? What are they happy about? What are they're not happy about? What relationships are they not satisfied with? And if you notice that this person is pretty good, then the temptation may not work. But the point is that you want to give them that type of temptation. It could be that maybe you tell them that you're not somebody who trusts anybody. You struggle trusting somebody. You trusted somebody before, but not anymore. Right? All of a sudden, you become somebody that they can rescue. If you know that the woman likes rescuing guys, then you could act like the broken puppy, and vice versa. Maybe the guy's a know-it-all like I am. So you present yourself as the needed girl who needs a teacher. Right? I'll teach you something for sure. You get what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So I got to make a phone call. I'm a little late. I didn't know this was going to take this long. But I hope this lesson makes sense. This is how you create a temptation. I'm going to make this private and then upload it to the Patreon in a few weeks or maybe months. Okay? It's going to be uploaded in a form of audio and video so that you guys can either download it or watch it on the Mindful Attraction Academy website. Okay? This is Alex, your toxic dating coach. Purchase the merchandise, support the channel, support me as an artist, because pretty much if you purchase this, you supported me as an artist. Because I've been an artist for like 2.5 years, so it's been a really fun journey. I'll see you guys next time, and stay toxic, my friends. Deuces.